4 charged with murder of quarantine father of 2. Region 3 Deputy Ario busted with smuggling cocaine into the United States. And the People's National Congress reform supports Hamis pension. News in Depth with Ivor Wharton begins now.
Tonight's edition of News in Depth, I'm Ivor Wharton. Thanks for joining us. First up, 4 quarantine men have been charged with the murder of the number 70 village carpenter, while 2 women have been charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice. 4 Barbatians were today charged with the death of fellow Barbatian Fayaz Narayandat. The 4, Deodat Dat, Harry Paul Parasram, Nairon Yakub, and Radesh Moti, all appeared before Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan, charged with the indictable offense of murder. The 4 will make their next court appearance on December 8th at the Springlands Magistrates Court. However, the police prosecutor told the court that the investigation was not completed and requested a further 2 weeks. Meanwhile, 2 women, Mariam Lionel and Chanel Inderali, were also charged in connection with the murder. The 2 who also appeared before Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan were charged with willfully attempting to obstruct the course of justice by contacting city investigator Komal Pitam and offering him a bribe of $4 million to forego the charges against the 4 murder accused and Bishram Marcus. Chanel Inderali is said to be the mother of Marcus. Crime Chief Wendell Blanham, during an invited comment, said an arrest warrant has not been issued for Marcus, who lives in the U.S., but said there are several procedures which must be followed. He said the force has already contacted their overseas counterparts and informed them that Marcus is needed for questioning. The 4 men, according to reports on instruction from Marcus, murdered the father of 2 Fayaz Narayandat because he rejected an alleged sexual advance. More news on the other side of this break.
Make your wishes come true this Christmas at Lucky Dollar. You can't go wrong.
Add beauty and style to your home for the holidays with windows from Beeson Windows and Doors. Whether you're renovating or building that new home, nothing compares to the class and beauty of Beeson Windows. Engineered by professionals and built to last longer than the competition. Beeson Windows will match any style, shape, and budget. And if we don't have what you want, we can custom make it for you. So visit our showroom today at 1228 New Echoes Industrial Site or BPAT's building on Regent Street. Call 622-4197 or 226-1292. Happy holidays!
Thanks for staying with us. Region 3 Deputy Ario busted with cocaine in the United States. Says she did it because of a $1 million debt.
Hines was a passenger on United Airlines Flight 1250 from Port of Spain and arrived at the George Bush Intercontinental Airport, Houston at 2:15 p.m. on October 29 when she was inspected by CBPO Officer Foley, where the discovery was made. The woman told CBPO officers that she is currently burdened by a $5,000 personal debt, has had difficulty meeting her financial obligations, and debt collectors have been calling on her for repayment as her motivation for transporting the drugs. She was approached by an unknown individual whom she described as a mystery man and offered $2,500 to bring a suitcase with the drugs concealed inside to the United States. She picked up the drugs from the man in Trinidad. She also told officers that she was instructed by the mystery man to travel to a hotel in New York and make contact with him when she arrived, and arrangements would be made for someone to retrieve the suitcase containing the drugs and uplift her fee. Hines then planned to remain in the U.S. for 2 weeks before returning to Guyana.
I sell swaggerific. Spaniard me like staggerific. I Spaniard. When it's give me a hand on the whole place. Turn up, turn on up, turn up, turn on up, stack up. Turn on up, turn up, turn on up, stack up. Turn up, turn up, turn on up, turn up. Stagging on me hands now. Hand up, hand on, hand up, hand on, stack up. Hand on, hand up, hand on, hand up, hand up, stack up, stack up. Tell them no. I don't business if you're not on time. You must always have stag in the line. Well, everybody have a stag in the hand. Where's mine? Staggerman's beer.
Add beauty and style to your home for the holidays with windows from Beeson Windows and Doors. Whether you're renovating or building that new home, nothing compares to the class and beauty of Beeson Windows. Engineered by professionals and built to last longer than the competition. Beeson Windows will match any style, shape, and budget. And if we don't have what you want, we can custom make it for you. So visit our showroom today at 1228 New Echoes Industrial Site or BPATS Building on Regent Street. Call 622-4197 or 226-1292. Happy holidays!
AFC on the West Side, in collaboration with Rice and Sun Turf Club, presents a day of racing. Sunday, November 27th. It starts at 12 p.m. A fantastic race card, including a feature race, A and lower, over 1,800 meters, over $7 million in prize money to be won. It's a day of racing.
PNCR supports pension for former Prime Minister Hamilton Green.
The PNCR today said that systems were put in place for former Prime Minister Hamilton Green to receive a pension, but the previous PPP government did not actualize those systems. General Secretary of the party, Oscar Clark, said there is a law in Parliament that was passed during the PNC's time in office.
Not actualized by the previous government, and that's the reason why it's happening now. Oh yeah, there's a law. There's a law. You didn't check the law? There's a law in Parliament passed during our time to give presidents and prime ministers benefits. But Mr. Green was not given the benefits. How do you think former Prime Minister Hines got his benefits? He got it as a result of the law that has been passed, which they operationalized in his interest, but not in the interest of the Prime Minister Green, who had served during the time the law was on the books.
The PAP and other groups in civil society are objecting to the proposed move by the government to bring to Parliament a pension plan for the former Prime Minister. Clark said Green deserved his pension. Green served as Prime Minister from 1985 to 1992, but he's only receiving a parliamentary pension. The bill had its first reading in Parliament on Monday. Green, for his part, said he would rather the government remove his name from the bill and bring a Prime Minister's bill. His suggestions were supported by the AFC, part of the coalition government.
That's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again, same time tomorrow for another edition.